Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of City Hall Live. I am Joe Abeta, and as you can see, we have some special guests today, Frank Ragano and Mariannah Amster, the co-founders of Currents. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
Good, great. Thank you for coming on today. I know you're busy. You got a big show opening this week, right?
Yeah, on Friday.
Yes, and your 15th year.
Well, it's
Or-
actually our 10th year as an annual
Ninth.
festival. 9th year is
Okay.
our annual festival. But
Okay.
we started doing this in 2002, sort of pop-up shows. And then in 2010, it became an annual festival.
Awesome, awesome. So for the people that would be visiting that don't know what Currents is, what is Currents?
Well, it's a combination between a festival, a citywide event,
Mhm.
and some really interesting and powerful exhibitions that are
Okay.
around town.
Okay.
Yeah, and the kind of work that we present is it's a media arts festival,
Mhm.
basically. Our part of it at El Museo, and a lot of our partners are doing the same. Is video installations,
Mhm.
things you can move through,
Mhm.
interactive installations, which means that the audience actually can participate with the art and actually affect the art and
Mhm.
change it.
Mhm.
We have virtual reality. We have augmented reality. We have and mixed reality, which combines the two.
Yeah.
And we have robotics and 3D printing, experimental documentary. So basically, we cover the gamut of media arts.
And some of it's interactive too. People,
Yes,
Yes.
The people that are going in and looking at it can interact and be a part of the art.
that's right.
And some of it is responsive to you, your motions, your presence. With the VR, of course, you go into another world.
Yeah. It reminds me of Blade Runner. Like if there were like a some kind of an exhibit in Blade Runner that you would walk through and you would see this and in a Ridley Scott Blade Runner film or something, that's right in front of your face, right? That you're participating in.
And the work ranges from what you would say serious to very funny. For instance, there's a beautiful piece called what's Daniel Jolliff's name of that piece? Anyway, it's a cloisonne vase
Uh-huh.
sitting on a pedestal. Beautiful vase, but one side of it is really dented and damaged.
Damaged.
Yeah.
But when you approach the piece, it always turns the bad side away from you.
Wow.
So you can never see the bad side. Talk about a metaphor, right? So
Human behavior
Yes.
in a vase.
We don't want to see the damage
Right.
side, and we'll do anything what it takes
Hide
for
our,
yeah.
our
and then another
dark side.
Yes, exactly.
Another interactive piece we have is you put on a EEG headset that's
Uh-huh.
measuring, brain waves,
Uh-huh.
and there's a video of the ocean. And depending on how, with your mind, you can actually control what's happening in the ocean in terms of whether it's really stormy and rough or if it's very calm and smooth. But it's also a learning thing about how you're affecting, how brainwaves affect things. So it's a very interesting.
That's
thing.
interesting.
And it's actually a little bit reversed from what I expected, because I think when you're concentrating on something, which I would have thought would make a lot of activity,
Mhm.
that's when the water gets calm. So I thought that fascinated me,
Mhm.
that
That's interesting.
yes.
Okay, so with these great pieces that you've just mentioned, just the two that you've mentioned so far, do you have a team, or is it just you two guys that when people submit these type of things to you, these ideas and their art,
Well,
what's the process? I mean, how many do you get? How many entries do you get?
we had about 580 submissions.
Okay.
This year.
International and international.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And during the year, it's basically Frank and myself,
Mhm.
and we have an outreach coordinator who goes into the schools and works with kids. And that's Hannah Cram. She's wonderful.
Mhm.
And then we had a media person who helps with social media,
Mhm.
Lee Brown. And so during the year, it's just us folks. Frank and I do most of the curation
Mhm.
and all the administrative stuff.
Mhm.
Very small staff, really.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for the exhibition, we have an incredible crew of past interns that are now staff members,
Gotcha.
and interns that come in from all over the country. We have like 7 interns from colleges around the country, and
Wow.
local high school,
8 local high school interns.
and interns from the community college.
And a tremendous number of volunteers. There was probably 40 people working in there yesterday.
Wow. And you mentioned, you have some students in there, high school students, college students.
Mhm.
What a great opportunity, huh?
Yeah.
To be a part of something as big as this.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And
What-
they're so. I'd just like to add that,
Yeah.
We are so impressed with the quality of the young people we work
Yeah.
with their presence and their capabilities and their humor and their responsibility. It's just a pleasure,
No.
and makes you feel hopeful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I wanted to kind of continue with that a little bit. What's the youngest artist that has submitted this year? Do you guys have like a record? Like, do they get as young as 17, 18 years old, or is it, what?
Well, we have a special category for young artists.
Okay,
Generally speaking, most of the artists that are showing they tend to be college or graduate students
Gotcha.
or older.
okay,
But we do have a youth component.
gotcha.
New Mexico School for the Arts.
Yes.
We have several pieces from them this year.
Usually we have from other high schools too. This year it just seems to be New Mexico School for the Arts for some reason, but we've had from Espanola Valley High and from all over the region.
And that's inspiring to those kids too, right? Because they strive, they see what the college students or the graduate students are putting on, and even the post-college artists, and they see
get
this.
the-
And just to be a part of it is inspiring for them to continue in the arts, saying, hey, I want to go on and do better and come back and maybe come back as an adult, as an adult artist, So
Well, we actually
That's really
have
cool.
that this year. We have an intern someone who is an intern that came back this year as an artist.
mhm.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing about the arts too, because we have a combination of work that is just beautiful or stirring as well as entertaining.
Mhm.
But a lot of the techniques that are used, it's beginning to blend with movie making.
Mhm.
And so a lot of the young people that we work with are crossing over from the arts into cinema as well.
That
So there are a lot of skills that they're gaining just that they can apply in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I was gonna say, I feel, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, when you do go to the show, it is almost like a set for your senses. It's like a cleanse of your senses, that you're going to like this health bar for your senses, because they're just being not bombarded, but like you're soaking in all these new things, and it's visually just like amazing, and also to hearing and touching and everything. Correct? Is that what?
Yeah, well, a lot of people are very
I
inspired.
wish I was a little more articulate the way I
Oh,
explained
no,
it, but
yeah, you're very articulate. People are very inspired by the show.
Yes,
To me, that's
yes.
one of the most important things about art, is that when you leave an exhibition, you feel inspired and
Yes.
enlivened. So that's a very important thing.
And the fact that for a lot of people, this is work that they have a type of work that they haven't seen before,
Mhm.
is also just an expanding experience.
Yes.
Yes, we
that
get
you
it.
realize that the potential out there.
We get all demographics.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that it's awesome. So okay, so when can people go? What are the what, when, where? How much is it? What's the details?
Well, it was totally free
Mhm.
for many, many years, and
Mhm.
last year, just because of the world of finance or whatever,
Yeah.
we started charging a $5 suggested donation.
Over 18.
Well, our signs say over 20.
Over
Okay.
Over 20. So you don't even have to think about it if you're 20. If you're 20 or under, just
Come on in.
walk
Pop
right
in. Exactly.
So that we open on Friday at 6 o'clock, and it goes till midnight.
Okay.
We have
This Friday.
This Friday.
Okay.
We have kept late night weekend hours for the last couple of years, and it's really been successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
Friday and Saturday. till
Friday and
midnight.
Saturday night till midnight. We open the rest of the run of the show, we open at noon. So it's noon to midnight on the weekends, and during the week it's noon to 7.
Okay, so
And we're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay, so it'll start this Friday,
Friday.
June
8th at
June-
6.
June 8th at 6, and then you go on to June
24th.
June 24th.
Closed Mondays, Tuesdays.
Okay.
And this weekend there is a lot going on.
Yes.
Tremendous amount going on
With the
because there's not only
Interplanetary.
us. There's the Santa Fe Institute's Interplanetary Festival, which is happening the 7th and 8th. So
Okay.
we cross over on the 8th.
Okay.
It's like a festival of visionary technology. And there's going to be free music on Friday and Saturday night in the rail yard. We have a DJ and video outdoors over by El Museo. It's just, we have performances inside. So it's going
The
to
rail
have
yard's
artist
gonna be
talks.
It's going to be
Crazy.
popping then. Today,
Artist
this weekend.
talks all weekend. Site is involved. It's a big deal.
And what a wonderful opportunity, folks, for you to bring your families out to experience something new, to show your kids, hey, there's just more to watching, playing video games or, sports. Take them out of the box and go and see this. They'll be inspired by this. I've been to it. It's amazing. It truly is amazing.
Kids love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was just going to say,
Kids love
we get, like 5 generations of families coming in, and everybody
Yes.
can find something that they really enjoy. So
No, that's awesome. And this starts this Friday. Show up at 6. Go out to eat at the rail yard, then walk on over to El Museo, and just be, excited about going in and seeing something new. If you never experienced Currents, it's really truly something awesome.
well, thanks so much.
Yeah, no, and it's great that you're here in our community of Santa Fe, and we always like to be the cutting edge of art over
we
here.
are,
We are,
actually.
Yeah, so it's really
Yeah.
great. Well, thank you so much, Frank. Thanks, Mariannah, for coming on. I appreciate it.
See
And-
everybody there, right?
Yes, no, absolutely. You see them, go up to them. They might be a little bit busy, but
We'll be there.
yes, they'll be there.
Come on down.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you again. And thank you, folks, for joining us today. Have a safe week. Have a great week. Adios.